you, Shepard. Look, I just don't know who this Rem person is, alright? Oh, the camera's on. Oops.
You can't ask who Rem is on the internet, otherwise people are gonna, like,
It was literally the first thing I said as I put the microphone on. It's okay, I'm sure no one else in the chat knows who Rem is, right?
I have zero clue what is happening.
Rem is from Death Note.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
She's not,
That's
but
what I
yes, we'll go with
associate
that.
the name with.
Death Note is like the second season of Naruto, right?
God damn.
What is this? I know you're doing it on purpose, but it still hurts.
Wait, Death Note? Wait, I haven't seen that cartoon. What's that one?
I know, there's like an Infinity Gauntlet, and then there's these guys called the Avengers, and they like do
I
stuff.
thought that was the Power Rangers.
I think there's something about a Shinigami in there too. Like he has like a
That's
big
weird.
sword and orange hair.
I think
don't
Christopher Lee plays Gandalf in it too,
Oh, and there's potato chips.
and they eat
Can't
them.
get the thing.
It's crazy, bro. Anyway, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, everybody.
Yeah.
It's
Yay!
been 2 weeks. It's been 5 days since you looked at me. And we're all ready and very excited to voice this game again because it's exciting and awesome and fun.
We're ready spaghetti.
We are so fucking ready.
Speak
So,
up.
we'll move on to Case 5. A quick summary of this is that it takes place 2 months after the Edgeworth trial, which we did last time. And Phoenix is a little bit down in the dumps after everything, but we'll see how things go
Aw.
from there.
Sad.
Because Maya
Good.
left, and now he's Sag. Poor Widow Feeny. Alrighty.
This means maybe a resurgence of Uwu Lawyer.
Perhaps. Perhaps lots of
Hey,
uwus
yeah.
tonight. Alright, let's go. Everyone can see in here, right?
Right.
Yes.
Cool. Alright, let's go. Can't remember if this cutscene has any dialogue or anything, but...
Oh, wow.
Chills.
Spooky.
Oh, you guys haven't even started it yet. Okay, cool.
No, yeah, we're just starting today.
Wow.
Oh, I can't believe Mia has a knife for some reason again.
Oh
It's
shit,
crazy.
we 3D now.
Yeah.
Too much.
Some 5D chess. Let's pull a knife out.
Oh, the fucking blue badger, I forget that's like a pivotal part
Oh
of this
my
case.
god. Yes. It's the blue boy.
It's the blue boy. So, for some context, this case is it's been 2 months since Mia left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. So, sorry, for some context, this case was added to the DS version of the game, which released after the initial Trilogy was released on GBA. So that's why this one has like much better quality in terms of stuff and things, which you'll see as we go.
February 22, 10:02 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices.
Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work.
Could be it.
Ooh.
Who is this?
It is, Sunfell.
Ah, there you are. Finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow.
Who are you?
Doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. Famous defense attorney, Mia Fey.
Nani?
Nani?
Do you know how to press tab? Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you?
I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey is, no longer works here.
So you are the coffee boy?
I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney.
Right. Wait. You're The Phoenix Wright? Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case?
Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though.
That's a relief then. You're better than nobody.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking any cases right now.
But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney?
Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try somewhere else.
Please. I'm out of time.
But...
Please. You have to help. It's my sister.
Maya? Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out.
Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I am a scientific investigator.
Scientific investigator? What is this science bullshit?
Are you the Phoenix who's almost lost every case so far?
Emma, was it?
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm not taking this case. It would ruin my ratio.
I don't want to get ratio, bro. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator.
Yes, that's right. Something wrong?
No, it's just you seem kind of, jumpy, or maybe just young?
Young? I'll be 16 years old this year.
Oh, I see. Wait, only 16?
I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known. At my age, no less.
So what exactly is your current position then?
Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age, no less.
Great, another future professional in the training. I just hate the kids these days. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow?
My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't.
So, it's a murder case.
I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. Scientific fact.
And there's a witness.
Just talk to her. You have to talk to her.
Right. I suppose I will.
I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but...
That's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then?
You use me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know.
Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one.
I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you?
Yeah. Sure, can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm.
If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared.
Your sister?
I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done.
I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Now we'll just do this last bit of dialogue.
My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school.
So they went to the same school, huh?
She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one.
Incidentally, Mia is a woman.
Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's.
Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Hmm?
Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her.
Huh?
But she's my only family.
Your only family? What about your parents?
They died in a car accident when I was little.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's go to the detention center.
February 22. Detention Center. Visitor's room.
I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. This is Hera.
Alad, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors.
Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister.
No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this here?
Understood, ma'am. What was that all about?
Hi, Lana.
Funny. Seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing?
Look. I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow, and you still don't have a defense attorney.
I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This had nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Hey, how do you know me?
Mia mentioned it. I've heard quite a bit.
I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do?
My name is Lana. Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district.
You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like...
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, it feels weird, like I'm in some alternate
Something
dimension.
You should know from the start.
Sorry. Which is?
The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime.
Huh?
What? Wait! But the suspect is...
Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright?
Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened?
The crime took place yesterday, February 21st, at 5:15 p.m.
That's quite specific.
It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime.
My, that was a bit bad luck, wasn't it?
The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy.
I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were.
Oh, that's just great. So who was the victim?
An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective.
Active.
Bro, I don't like where this is going.
Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach.
By you.
Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal.
I see. Thank you for the hydrate.
Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you?
Hey, man. Uh-oh.
What? Mr. Wright, what does it mean?
Well, it means...
The police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so.
This case gets worse and worse with everything I learned. So, you're the chief prosecutor?
That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities, in a nutshell.
That's an awfully large nutshell.
Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't.
Lana, what happened to your hand?
Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is.
Huh?
I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose.
How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her?
Emma told you that too, did she?
But why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office.
Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia.
Hey.
It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year, and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students.
Different?
That was her voice. She was so strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything.
She could deadlift 500 pounds.
And they were
Probably why she
roommates.
was attracted to me.
Excuse me?
Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I'm not in denial.
I was the best
They
there
were
was,
good.
and she could uru to me all
That
night
is
long.
that is some serious cope right there from Emma.
They were the best of friends.
They were roommates.
And they were roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates.
They lived together with just cats and never married.
Oh.
I'm doing a pretty good job in school too, by the way.
Sound a bit different when Emma says it.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Excuse me?
as you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you could take this case. None.
But Lana, why? Why are you doing this to me? Never think of anyone but yourself.
Huh?
I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say that you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana.
That's what she wanted.
Mr. Wright,
Yes?
I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you.
You mean you're requesting my services at your defense?
Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over.
Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
Huh? About what?
My sister. She's not always like that, you know.
I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again.
She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle and always smiling. Everybody liked her.
I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her?
I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe well, maybe not.
Sounds like there's something here that defies simple scientific explanation.
Her girlfriend died.
Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we?
Okay.
I just realized every single prosecutor in all of the games is some like damaged individual in some way who used to be a good person.
No, every single character in this game is a damaged individual.
Well, yeah, but like all the prosecutors are like, oh, they used to be good people, but now they're prosecutors. All of them.
February 22. Prosecutor's office, underground parking lot.
There is one exception to that, though.
From Tama.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about him.
Yeah. So this is the lot where it all happened.
Looks like they're still investigating.
Funny that
You know
my
what that
first...
means?
It's time to investigate. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this.
Hey everyone, keep up the good work.
Hey, what are you thinking?
Well, they're going to be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello.
Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes? I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? I think this is Fluffy.
Okay. Thank God it wasn't me that got killed. Our detective was like, no. Hey there! You expect me to go unnoticed? Oh no, it's not me.
Sorry.
I think it's me.
It is, yes.
Oh,
You expecting to go notice to your partner?
partner?
Oh my God.
Well, what do we have here? Looks like a Bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner.
Mr. Marshall.
Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me.
Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see?
Giga Chad.
Strike?
This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner.
You ever just look at someone and be like, God, I wish they'd arrest me?
You know what dreams
Coffee
Has this
Cowboy
turned
Daddy.
into Dream Daddy Simulator?
Lasso me, please.
Please, Daddy, shave more.
Well,
What's this guy talking about?
You had you had a long home now. Happy trails, Bambina.
Just drinking at work like a Chad.
Was
What's
that
tequila?
was that a hombre, a friend of yours?
It's pronounced Ombre.
Oh, Omba, sorry.
Kinda, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective.
He's drinking Chad juice, White Drake, don't worry.
Not my detective.
He thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Cringe, am I right? Good old investigation.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is.
Egg. Shrimpy.
yeehaw, macaw.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah. It's like when Gumshoe says she. It's like when whenever someone says partner, you know it's him.
This town ain't big enough for two cowboys.
You're right. Well, partner, looks like you've got no intention of going home quietly.
The sheriff.
To immediately show up again. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet.
Yeah, scary.
Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car?
Well. Little Philly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh?
Please.
No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like.
Prospector's office. Where does this guy think he is? And when, for what that matter?
Do you guys know what half of these, words are?
No.
No idea. Yeah, Emma's thinking the same thing. Note to self, look up Victuals, Saloon, Cerveza.
I love Emma. Maybe we should check out the room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office.
Okay, cool. I didn't just read prospector wrong.
No, he
I
actually
thought I
says
was
it.
having a little mini stroke for a second.
Every time I look away, he comes back. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim.
Right, great.
Hangs around like a bad smell. Right. Maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out.
Ooh, what's this? What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer.
Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright?
What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police.
I don't
What are you doing,
believe it.
right?
This is real basic. Everything in a crime scene is evidence, and you don't knock. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. Everybody talk.
Yeah.
How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me.
Sounds like Phoenix about to get the bitches.
Wallet. Oh, wallet hastily stuffed into pocket. Ah.
Ooh,
God, I wish that was that was their wallet.
I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay?
Oh no. Do I have to read this? This is cringe, man.
Oh no.
Oh, Lord.
By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's
Oh,
been
stop
waiting
it.
for this.
Oh, no. Fuck.
16.
Okay, now.
16.
Court. She's not even seen yet, okay? Look at the court record.
Sorry.
Bruh. Out of
You
here.
have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle.
From
Cool.
every angle.
Oh shit! How do I actually? Okay. H.
Use the
and B.
touchpad.
Oh, yeah.
Spin it around.
Shit, this is funky. Sorry, I'm used to doing this on the DS, but not the PC.
Oh, look, I think there might be a clue here.
I don't have standards wide, Drake. I don't know where you got that impression.
You should check it out. Press enter. And you can press tab to check court records.
God damn,
Press tab.
that's so handy. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189.
See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful?
I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it.
Science of klepto.
Goodman's ID added to the court record.
Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find.
I guess I gotta be on my toes from now on. I have no idea who this is. Excuse me?
You two all set.
I
Oh,
think it's
yeah, I
this
know
one.
who it is.
Yeah.
This is Hera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it actually my character?
Yeah, it
I
actually
reckon it
is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dope.
Us?
It totally is.
Yep.
What's this? She couldn't be.
You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene.
She has onigiri on her head.
She does.
They look tasty.
Half and half, was it?
Oh, thanks.
And you, sir?
Yes?
Some crunchy goodness coming at you.
Thanks. Interesting way of doing business?
This area is off limits to anyone without clearance. Especially passerby. Are you officers?
No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance.
Oh, well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen aren't over.
Cough up? Huh?
You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch.
I'm quite connected to this case, you see. Images are burned to my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets.
Secrets?
Dear me, you're a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective.
What? Oh, that's you again, Hayara.
Oh, a witness clearly saw me committing the crime.
mean, you're the witness my sister was talking about.
Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened.
The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, she means it. So there is actually a reason she's called Cough Up Queen, and no, it's not sexual.
Oh, okay, thank God.
I mean, it could be.
I knew.
Eh.
Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon.
Destiny? That's a game. Was yesterday? Was yesterday special for some reason?
You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity.
Evil ones?
Prosecutors! They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. Yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce!
So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday.
I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul.
Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil?
Young miss. Mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the Cough-Up Queen.
Ew.
The most heinous of all the evil ones. The one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours all the evilest lunches of all.
Really?
Really? What? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. Wow, really perceptive, Phoenix.
Damn, no
Also,
wonder
the
he's
sky is
close.
blue.
I didn't get that at all from this lady. It's
Oh my
crazy.
god, this water! It's wet!
So what exactly was it you witnessed, Miss Starr?
It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see.
You mean you saw the very moment of the crime?
The sound of his silvery tires to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife.
Wait a second. You know Lana Skye?
Of course. It's quite a feat becoming a chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder?
She always travels light.
Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Because she's... I don't understand that logic. Like, then it's not like they're hidden, like they have their identities hidden or anything.
Could we ask you a little bit about yourself, Miss Starr?
I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some
Which
reason,
is here.
box lunches are a hit here.
Why not make the lunches here instead of importing them?
Did you say something?
No?
Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilogy lunch set.
Never mind. You win.
I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor.
Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office.
Oh god, I forgot.
Your boyfriend?
Oh god.
See the security room over there?
The glass wall booth?
I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him.
Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance.
So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Mister, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here.
Useful analysis. Not.
She's
Did you
so
have a
endearing.
She is. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Starr? I sense some hostility.
Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like a 10-day-old clams and chowder.
I wonder if Miss Starr was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past.
But that'd sure be a case of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking a cough-up.
I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Just a lunch vendor?
Just a field theory.
Alright, we have to do this, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, it's a ladder.
Aha, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
Wait, cunt. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please.
Scientific, huh?
Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright.
This all seems horribly familiar somehow. I just love that that's a meme. It's so good. Hold on. I think there's a thing for... One moment.
Oh my god, 3D.
Oh shit, I can
I
actually...
love that.
Look, I can click and drag this car to make it wobbly. Look at this.
I love that the two Phoenix Wright memes are stepladder and Clussy.
Stepladder and Clussy.
Truly the duality of man.
A name and an ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. Ah, yeah.
I wonder why they only use numbers for ID.
Oh my god, shut up!
What else would they use?
Letters, silly. For the reason we have a written alphabet in the first place. Written
True.
language. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID. YABABAB.
Yabba dab.
Oh, shit.
Yabba dabble them haters.
Wouldn't that be better?
Yabba dab.
Yabba-dabba-doo.
Well, it does have a certain ring to it.
Exactly my point.
It doesn't take much to amuse her. But that's why she's so endearing.
Dab on them haters. Scientifically, of course.
Yabba dab. Scientifically speaking.
Scientifically, of course.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, I wonder whose office this is.
Fancy.
February 22. Hi, prosecutor's office. Room 1202.
This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job.
There's a steel samurai in the background.
Is
Yeah, there is.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, there is two. Scientifically. Quite a change from your office, really.
Thanks.
Look, look. There's a trophy or something here.
A trophy? What, that shield?
Takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk.
Oh no!
I think this is me.
I
Yep.
think it is.
Phoenix. It's like, Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you?
That voice. Ow-ah-ah-ah. Long time no see, Edgeworth.
Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth.
Huh? You know him from somewhere?
Of course. I'm his biggest fan. Sister introduced us once, and...
Right. Her sister is chief prosecutor, after all.
Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk.
No! Did I? No! It was just Mr. Wright here. It was all his fault.
Hey, don't blame me.
We're just here to investigate a murder case.
Murder?
A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot.
Oh no, wait a minute. I wonder whose car that is.
That would be my car. What of it?
It had personalized plates. It was disgusting.
It smelled of swamp ass.
What? It's your car?
I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream.
Why did the license plate say gumshoe?
So the body was found in your car?
Go ahead, say it, right. You think I did it, don't you? After all... After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less.
No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean,
Right. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then?
yes, sir, Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again.
No, that didn't sound forced at all.
Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt.
I can understand. What? Wait, what? What did you just say?
Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow.
You? But Mr. Edgeworth.
To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle that I'm still here at all.
What do you mean?
Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you?
Miles Edgeworth. He's a hot piece of ass. That's the biggest rumor I've heard.
It's not a rumor, right?
Oh, dang. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy.
Bootylicious.
Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it.
Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident.
What? That's crazy.
Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop.
But
Some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny.
Toys? That bronze shield? There's got to be a story behind that one.
So I'm confused because, like, why is he even allowed to be prosecuting on this case?
What do you mean?
Like, well, because he's like directly under her, so that's already conflict of interest, and he knows her.
Every prosecutor is under her, so like how would they even do that?
Only in this district, though, they could source it out of district.
Yeah,
Also, it was his car.
but at the same time, like,
Look.
they also think that Edgeworth did the murder. So,
Because it was
like,
his car.
Well,
yeah, I don't think he should even be allowed regardless.
If we applied conflict of interest to every case in this game, we'd never have any cases, alright?
this game is set in like an alternate
in his
future.
car.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Of course he's gonna be like, I didn't do it, it's in my car.
Anywho, Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case.
Oh, that's right, I remember.
2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet.
Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken.
Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you.
Emma, she put a corpse in my car.
Fair.
Then why?
Because she loved me.
Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon?
To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car.
Edgeworth's
It's even
knife
pink.
added to the court record. Edgeworth,
What?
are you sure you didn't do it?
Wow, how fucking rude.
Come on, can't he take a joke?
You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright.
Yes. Yes, I do. I thought it was funny.
Only you.
I've been wondering, what the heck is this?
It has a big K on it.
The prosecutors.
Huh? What's that?
It's the King of Prosecutors trophy.
King of Prosecutors?
It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So?
So that K, that's...
K stands for...
Pinky bitch.
King?
Very good, Emma! It does stand for king!
You're learning.
Yeah? You got a problem with that?
No, I just can't read.
I didn't design the thing.
King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, but only better.
I wonder if they do a pizza party as well. King
Probably.
of Prosecutors trophy, added to the court record.
On tap.
King of
dollars.
Gotta examine this.
My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth.
No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before.
And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one.
Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy.
What? Who is this Wendy?
I wonder who she could be. Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée?
Yes.
Is there perhaps
Some
a Mrs.
whippersnappers,
Edgeworth? Oh, God.
perhaps? I don't think so.
What a stalker.
I've already filed the restraining order.
So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? Even though you lost to me like 4 times.
You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty.
Huh? Why's that?
I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield.
The police department?
Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you?
Where Detective Gumshoe works, yeah.
I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken?
What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about.
Oh, right. Boring.
He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse.
Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office.
Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday.
Maybe. Did you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder?
Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office.
Cleaning day?
Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal.
Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words.
Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors.
And that's when you got that shield?
I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12.
That's very precise.
People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright.
No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence.
Edgeworth's parking stub added to the court record.
This is a parking stub from the underground lot.
The murder took place around 5:15.
So the murder happened right after you got back.
What? Right. I'd appreciate it if you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere.
This is Wizard.
Oh God.
Excuse me, Butters, Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere in the premises?
I'm Edgeworth. What is it?
Yes, sir. At the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Report. What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky?
I don't like the way this conversation is going at all.
Sky, sir? No, sir. No, never that kind, sir. Not on this report, sir.
I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow.
Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it?
I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated.
Sir, but sir! I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement.
Give me your name.
Oh, yes. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins.
Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month.
But sir, I didn't know.
Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck.
Ouch.
Zing.
Right.
Yeah, yes, sir. Ah, he caught me off guard.
As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now.
Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright.
The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there.
Thanks. You seem to have finally calmed down, at least. Later, babes.
Be gone.
Don't be like that.
You are insufferable.
Oh, it's the blue boy.
February 22. Police Department entrance.
Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. Police department, huh? I've only ever been to the criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that?
What in the fuck?
Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that?
The best character in the whole series.
Wait, I know.
Best boy.
This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh. He noticed me.
He sure is running over here fast.
Hey, pal. What are you doing here?
That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there?
What? Well...
Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information.
Hey, I'll have you know, I'm a very busy man, pal.
I'm so annoyed, Supes. I just realized why he's called the Blue Badger.
Why?
I'll give you one word of advice, pal.
Because his head is the shape of a police badge.
Oh.
I never
Oh my
realized
God.
that just now.
Thank
Wow.
you for ruining that for me.
I'm pretty sure he's gone off about how he doesn't look anything like a badger, and I'm like, how did we never realize this?
It's all a bit twister if you ask me.
You better not agree to defend that suspect in this case.
Why not?
Huh? Well, it's just the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if he's not telling the truth?
Yes, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second?
Huh? Me?
Why is that little girl so peeved at me?
She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister.
Oh, the chief prosecutor's little sister?
Please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like fake.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
Detective Gumshoe? What did you do this time?
What do you mean this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into the criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat.
Is it like the hamster dance?
Oh, it's pal.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
Scientifically speaking.
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An officer marshal was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall.
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal.
I was wondering about that.
What? The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece.
You made this, Detective Gumshoe?
The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies.
Poor Blue Badger. Fated to dance till he drops.
Blue Badger panel added to the core record. Poor Blue Badger.
Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgotten.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors.
I want someone to support me the way Gumshoe supports Edgeworth.
Same, bro.
Gumshoe is ride or fucking die, man. Next to loyalty is a picture of Gumshoe.
Just in the dictionary, it's like, see Detective
Picture of
Gumshoe.
him. Yeah.
Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake.
But you work together with him in criminal
Whoa!
affairs.
Now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim.
That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Oh.
Get out of my yard!
Damn, whippersnappers! Get out of here!
So, this ID card belonged to the victim?
He was a detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but where does Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot?
And Lana's confessing as much. This is bad.
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife. Huh. Why would Chief Detective Prosecutor do such a thing?
Wearing Mr. Edgeworth's cologne.
Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
He's in a tough spot. Again.
Again? Do I have memory loss?
Is this lost?
Yes.
Well, it all started with the myrtle on that. Fuck.
Myrtle!
Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses.
Having a sexy booty.
Nothing outright, but there are always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under the gun.
Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
What?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edwards is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this all for us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why are you handling this case, Detective Gumshoe?
I just said I wasn't.
Why aren't you? Fuck, I'm terrible at reading. We met the guy who was... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot?
That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police.
Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jack Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA.
For a moment there, I wasn't sure.
Look, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction added to the court record. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there, and no one will look at you twice, pal.
I like that Gumshoe. I like that Gumshoe can't remember the names of people he worked directly with, but he remembers every single detail about everything involving Edgeworth, even the previous cases.
When Phoenix doesn't.
Dedication.
Yup.
Ride or die.
Prosecutor's office. Underground parking lot.
Looks like the investigation is still going. I think that's Hayara.
Is this me? Ah, never mind.
I have to be getting back to the shop.
That's you.
Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps.
I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here?
Hello.
Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too.
What happened to the security guard? I don't even think that was... Yeah, never mind.
Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd.
Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene.
He's
Especially when
contaminating the crime scene.
He's with his fucking beard clippings. Would you mind reading this for me?
I can't read.
Damn.
What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon.
It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate?
Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something?
Huh?
Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation.
Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here?
No worries. This proves it's from Defensive Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me.
Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks. The clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny.
Note to self. These investigations are like settling land.
God, I forget how good his theme song is.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of invitation crumpled and discarded.
Wow.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Wow.
Officer Marshall, could you tell us some more about the victim?
Good men always die young. Remember that, partner.
Could you be a little bit more specific?
No.
Bruce Goodman, he was a detective, right?
Well, well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale.
I think he means a witness, Miss Angel Star.
One stab to the chest. Fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report.
Goodman's autopsy report added to the court record.
Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. God, I'm trying really hard not to turn into Joe from Family Guy.
Do it.
Nothing in common.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Phoenix. They apparently worked together on a case a few years back.
So there's no motive.
Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why I didn't do much work with the chief prospector.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot.
So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon.
I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective?
You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas.
Huh?
I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth.
Oh, really? Now he tells me.
But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina?
So why are you in charge?
No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying that he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cow dog who can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh?
Edgeworth?
That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, you don't realize it yet.
Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Naney?
No.
That's rude.
How rude. I'm going to fight them.
This looks like a cell phone.
Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. Can't think of anyone else it could belong to.
What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out?
Check it out.
I love
Check
that we're
it.
2 hours into this and she hasn't done any science yet.
Right, let's check it out.
It's all about to change.
Let's do some science.
We looked at the wallet we found on the ground and we kept it. It's
Yeah.
scientific.
You just scientifically analyze that as the victim's phone.
Yeah.
Get-
We
Science.
opened it.
This phone is ancient. Still on the read dial screen.
Redial.
Mr. Wright. Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? Surprised you didn't know about it.
It's because I'm a boomer, Emma. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Just, you never know with people from your generation. People born in 1992.
Whatever.
God, that's right. This predates smartphones. I forgot.
It does, yeah.
This is set in 2017, I think.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
Um,
okay.
I
Yeah.
think all of Phoenix Wright 1 takes place in 1 year, which is stupid and weird.
Whatever. Let's check this phone out. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button.
See who the contact for Bay is.
Hey, that song! I know that!
Hey, what's going on over there?
Sorry.
I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you?
Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky.
What? It's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this.
Who does she call?
Ghostbusters!
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. Does busting make you feel good, too? I heard a phone ring just now, one of those newfangled ring tunes.
Oh, that. Oh, I'm sorry, that was my phone.
What? Your phone?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number.
I hope you're not lying. They shooting for that in Texas, partner.
I believe that. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone added to the court record.
Did you know that the Texas state motto is friendship?
Oh, really?
I believe it.
That's
No, I'm not even
nice.
kidding. It's actually friendship.
Jesus. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look! Something written on it!
It has numbers.
You're right. Let's see. 6-7S12-2.
There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman.
Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed?
Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self. Deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Woodman's note added to the court record. Gosh, dang it.
Howdy, partner.
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall,
Yeah, Bambina?
how can you say that? You and my sister were...
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about?
I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office.
Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here. But who?
Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now.
Forged evidence and raging testimonies, you mean?
He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. You beat them cheeks, boy.
Hey, rumors are just rumors, aren't they?
Bustin' makes me feel good.
Bustin'.
These are prosecutors we're talking about. Busting is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, find one person. Gumshoe.
Hey, pal!
They're off limits. Untouchable, you might say.
One person. Who?
Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals.
What you're saying, Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it.
Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth?
So, well, how are you doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report and a note from the victim and a cell phone.
So, you think we'll be okay?
Well, only thing bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma?
Yeah?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. Cell phone updated in the court record. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here.
So, like, did Marshall get upset that the phone went off and then we're just like, nah, yeah, you could just take the phone, actually?
No, because Phoenix was like, it was my phone.
Still took the other phone.
Yeah, finders keepers, don't you know?
They took a wallet, too.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Oldest rule in the book, bro. It's in legislation. Finders keepers.
Yeah, they got an invitation from Gumshoe. They can do what they want.
Exactly. All right. Time for the trial portion. How we doing?
Good.
Can we take a $5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make some tea.
Yeah.
Oh, same.
I'm gonna get
Bro.
myself a drink.
Bro,
No,
you
no.
actually just fields.
To the
feeds?
water closet.
Water
Time to
closet.
use. Time to use the water closet.
Time to tinkle my pinkle.
How lewd.
Ooh. We're always
Ooh-woo.
thieving. That's our job.
Yeah, you tell him, distant man. I like how Supe has a "Be Right Back" screen, but he didn't put it on.
Gee, you're right, I didn't even notice.
The best streamer.
So, like, we should dock Soup, like, while he's gone. Just, like, reveal what part of, like, South Africa he lives in. All the
You
good
say
shit.
that. Next, you'll be telling everyone to say that you'll be telling everyone his name's Jeffrey.
I mean, well, yeah.
Oh shit! No, I've said too much.
I mean, yeah, like, Jeffrey from South Africa. The blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's all his redeeming traits.
exactly.
Trusting makes me feel good.
You're welcome for that. It's gonna be in your head for hours.
Yeah. It's better than Christy, wake up. I don't like this.
See, I can't get away from running up the hill, though. Like, you know how, like, on Spotify, they give you, like, the Friday release radar or whatever thing of, like, new songs?
Yeah.
Every single Friday, there's 4 goddamn covers of Running Up the Hill in that playlist for me. Every time.
I don't think I know that song.
That's the theme song. That's the one that Max listens to.
Ooh.
That's the...
Ooh.
Oh, God. How do you even sing that song?
Supe, you
song?
didn't put your.
You hear it every
Supe,
week, but you don't
What?
know it.
You didn't
What?
put your be right back screen on your stream.
Yeah, I know.
But we're gonna be taking an interval.
Yeah, I know.
But also,
What's
while you were
what's
gone-
wrong with the save screen? While I was gone, yes.
Oh, while you were gone, we decided to dox you a little bit.
Yeah.
You decided to dox
We told
me.
everyone that you're Jeffrey, blonde-haired, blue eyes from South Africa.
Oh no! My secret identity. Yeah.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, Jeffrey from South Africa with his cat geriatric.
It's actually short for Jericho. Thank you very much.
Oh shit.
It's short for gerbil.
Gerbil.
Dirigible.
What the fuck?
Geronimo.
Geronimo.
Are we all back?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. All good.
I guess
Yeah.
while we're here,
Yeah.
where is it? Give Jerry a treat.
Give Jerry a
Do it.
treat. Oh, gotcha. Alrighty.
Wiz knows what's up.
She's sleeping
Yeah.
at the moment, but I will do that. I don't know if he's going to show up during this portion of the trial, but would you be good to voice Gant, Shrimpy?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah?
What voice do you want me to do for him?
I don't know, just kind of like eccentric and I don't know. Yeah, you know what Gant's like. Hey, sorry, you can't see me anymore.
So Elmo.
Please don't do Elmo. I swear to God. I was thinking more like, oh yes, hello.
Oh, what do you mean exceeded the character limit? Oh.
I'm the chief of police.
Jerry. Oh,
Don't
nom, 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 nom.
Don't arrest me now. Wouldn't you like to go swimming instead?
Oh, wonderful.
Or I can do his voice. I don't mind.
Elmo thinks that Elmo wants to be the chief of police now.
Please.
Oh god, no.
Oh my
please.
God.
No.
Terrible.
Dear god. No. Please, I beg.
Voice is gonna hurt.
No, god.
Fucking.
Elmo thinks that you should press tab.
Hey Jerry, you good?
We should be the chief of police now.
What was that voice?
I don't know. I was trying to do your Gollum thing for
Oh.
Cody. Jesus Christ!
He's back from the grave. Put him down.
Look, he's been revived with the power of necromancy. Kill him. Double tap. First rule of Zombieland: double tap. All right.
This is immortal now.
2 in the head, 2 in the body, 1 in the head. Make sure they stay dead.
Bro, Edgeworth in the zombie apocalypse is something I need.
Yeah, can they just make like a post-apocalyptic like Phoenix Wright game? That'd be amazing.
It would.
Trials and
Plus,
Mad
like-
Max era.
Thank you, Sonny. I appreciate
Yeah.
I want Edgeworth on my zombie survival apocalypse team.
I feel like Edward would just be complaining the whole time.
No,
I want to hear.
he'd adapt, bro. The only downside is if there was an earthquake.
Mm.
Yeah, it's true. I want to hear Edgeworth say, "2 in the pink, 1 in the sink."
Oh, Jesus Christ. My talents shall not be used for such debauchery.
How about the Navy SEALs copy pasta then?
I'll
Yes.
commit to that.
We've got time.
Oh, we're
No.
doing it. Okay, I have it.
Yeah.
Let me just go over to one of my
I can do the
17
chief of police if
tabs.
you want to.
Sorry, what'd you say? Oh, you can do Gan? You're fine with that?
Yeah, I can do Gan if you want.
Yeah, all good. I don't know if we'll get up to it, but we'll... All right, everyone quiet while Fluffy does the Navy SEALs copy pasta.
Gonna
Mute
mute
yourselves
myself.
if you have to. Yeah,
Do the whole one.
I'm just gonna mute this. All right.
What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class from the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al-Qaeda, and I have over 300 confirmed kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare, and I am the top sniper in the entire U.S. Armed Forces. You are nothing to me but another target. I will wipe you the fuck out with precision the likes of which have never been seen before on this earth. Mark my fucking words. You think you can get away with saying that shit to me over the internet? Think again, fucker. As we speak, I am contacting my secret network of spies across the USA, and your IP is being traced right now, so you better prepare for a storm, maggot. The storm that wipes out the pathetic little thing you call your life. You're fucking dead, kid. I can be anywhere, anytime, and I can kill you in over 700 ways, and that's just with my bare hands. Not only am I extensively trained in unarmed combat, but I have access to the entire arsenal of the United States Marine Corps, and I will use it to its full extent to wipe your miserable ass off the face of the continent, you little shit. If only you could have known what unholy retribution your little clever comment was about to bring down upon you. Maybe you would have held your fucking tongue, but you couldn't. You didn't. And now you're paying the price, you goddamned idiot. I will shit fury all over you, and you will drown in it. You're fucking dead, kiddo.
Alright.
I didn't know that I needed Edgeworth to say Al Qaeda today.
Yeah, I nearly lost my shit when you said Al Qaeda.
But also, like, I feel like his network of spies is just Gumshoe at the Apple Store.
Hey, pal, I got this tip. Yeah, I'm definitely clipping that and using that as like a sub fucking thing
Bravo.
or something.
Well done.
It was brilliant.
That was amazing.
You're a 4-month sub. Edgeworth going Al Qaeda.
Al Qaeda.
Yeah, Al Qaeda.
Nothing else. No explanation ever.
No context. All right.
I need Edgeworth whooping to be one of your sounds.
I'll need you to do it like after the stream because I got it, but like everyone was laughing, so I couldn't clip just you saying it.
To be fair, it was hilarious.
It was pretty fucking funny. All right. Are we good to keep going?
Yes.
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 Yes. Is Hayara back?
So I think Hayara said she might be a little bit longer, just because she said her stomach was eating itself. So I'm not sure if she's back yet.
Oh, all good. All right. I need you to do the whoop. All I heard was.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I did the whole thing. Shit. Why does it not like me saying whoop?
I don't know.
Whoa.
You know what? Good enough. Yeah.
Oh, did it come through?
I almost laughed.
That's great. That's good stuff. Okay. Yeah, we'll wait for Hayara because I think Lana's got some lines at the start.
Every time you guys say "Hey Era," I think it's like "Hey Arnold," and I don't know why. That's in my head immediately.
Hey, football head.
Wow. Can't believe you just say that.
Hey, football head, heal this.
Take this. Take this.
Take this.
But also, I feel like Supes would have a shrine for healers. I'm not gonna lie, in his closet.
You know what? I'm making one. Now that you said that, I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna just have like healing sigils everywhere, and
Is even more addicted to healing, my god.
yeah.
It's just pictures of healers like Mercy from Overwatch and everything else.
This is an intervention, Soup. I need you to hurt people, not heal them.
No, I just want to be. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Just want to be helpful.
Oh yeah,
What if
but
you
if
get
you're a
the
lover,
self-love?
then you have to be a fighter. Because what's the point of love if you don't fight it for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just have a fucking meltdown. No.
If you don't hurt me, I'll hurt myself.
No. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh God, that's dark.
Yeah, that's fucking
0 to
Yeah, that was
100.
way darker than I meant that to be. Good boy.
Jesus.
As soon as I said it, I'm like, I should not have said that.
All good, all good.
That's why we think before we speak.
That's okay. I'll heal you back up. You'll be fine.
I'm like, no, that's not the point.
I'm pretty sure we all know that I don't think before speaking.
I just want to heal people. That's all. I can fix them.
Oh my god.
Toxic relationships, just cast Isuna. That gets rid of poison.
Oh, nice. Hey, I have that spell.
You do.
But Supe, if you hurt the enemies, isn't that also healing your allies? Because then they don't take damage.
I'm in the philosophy of if everything that could hurt you is dead, then, well, you don't need healing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Although,
shut up.
You
I
just
hurt
gotta,
my allies
flash
first,
in,
so that my enemies don't get a chance.
you gotta hit your enemies harder and faster than they can to you.
Exactly. You make their HP reach 0 before they do it to you.
Yeah, but what if I can't do that without a little bit of healing, you know?
Well, then you suck.
I mean, just play Paladin, Supe.
I
Just
do
keep
play
going.
Paladin. Paladins are
Best class
great.
in Final Fantasy.
You know, it's
Yeah,
kind of weird.
I am playing a Paladin.
Paladins have spell slots, but they should really just be renamed to smite slots, because who uses spells on a paladin?
Yeah, you know what? Fair point. Unless it's like cure wounds.
Nah, fuck that. Just use lay on hands, Lamau.
But I want to heal people more.
At the
But
same time,
if you use lay on hands or healing word, then that's just a smite you can't use anymore.
But what if
see, like-
what if someone loses a bit of health and I need to heal them though?
Well, then that's their fault for getting hit. Just don't get hit for it. Just be like my paladin who has 23 AC.
Man, I want to make a D&D character now who's a germaphobe, but they're a paladin who only really knows lay on hands.
A germaphobe.
It'd be funny or something like that. Like he wears armor, but it's not armor to protect himself from battle. It's to protect himself from germs.
everybody 6 feet away.
That's a full-plate hazmat suit.
Yup.
Oh god.
But like, I think there might be something to what Supes is saying though, because the bar none strongest whatchamacallit, other than Zealot Barbarian in all of D&D, is Cleric. Because Cleric is just a better version of every other class possible.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause, like,
they are pretty
You run
good.
a Third Flare or a, what is it?
I
Is
mean,
it a
but if you
Twin
go
Flare?
druid, then you can just permanently wild shape and never actually take real damage.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but you do it as a Cleric. And you can do it
You-
better than a Druid.
Yeah, you can do that with a nature cleric, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and like, as a Tempest Cleric, you can do more damage than a Rogue can. But you can also be like...
kind of get pooped on at high level.
Come in,
I mean,
Jared.
everything does. But so like, I mean, I guess that's the whole thing is all of the marshals are really just there to protect the wizard until they get to like world ending.
Did you say marshals? Oh, you meant that marshal.
Yeah, all the marshal classes.
I thought you meant Jake Marshall.
Although,
Howdy.
did I ever tell you the insane class that I want to run, Supes? So if you run a Warforged Zealot Barbarian, you are invincible. You cannot die, no matter what.
You did mention that, yeah. I
I
think
really want to play it.
Hayera will not be joining us, I'm afraid.
Oh.
By the looks
Aww.
of it. She does not. I don't think she's well. Sorry, Jerry.
Yeah.
Ooh! Here you go. Alright, we'll just,
She's Emma, yeah?
yeah, Lana.
Yeah, sorry, she's Lana. I mean,
Yeah.
I could just do Lana and Elmo.
No.
Alright, that's a good compromise. I'll let you do Lana and Elmer.
Oh god.
No, I don't want to do Lana as Elmo. I don't think anybody wants that.
Nah.
I don't think Lana's going to speak during the trial. She's the till
she
the end
might.
anyway.
Yeah, I don't think she has any more lines for a while.
That's true. Yeah, Lana deadpan voice, Angel Southern Belle like Charlotte from Princess and the Frog. Oh, we will need someone to do Angel as well.
Oh, that's right. She's a lot.
It's in your chat.
Wizard, can you do
Okay.
Angel?
Yeah, I'll do Angel.
Um,
I'm just gonna channel my inner
Yeah.
Charlotte.
and Sunfell, can you do Lana if she has any lines?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. All right, let's go. Easy peasy. Oh shit, I haven't actually got
Zip
the
is
game
it.
up. There we go.
I mean, no need the game. We'll just stare at you doing all the impressions.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
February 23, 9:34 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright?
Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas.
Oh, we're not going to hear from Lana for a while. She's the first line.
I know, I'm an idiot.
It's all good.
Rather, the whole thing is one big grey area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice.
Yes.
A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they're suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that.
Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one decisive difference between you and her.
And that is?
You're not a defense attorney.
I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright.
My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. It's not like I have Emma with me or anything.
It's not like I have a degree in this.
I'll be with you the whole way.
I'm so alone.
No, he's all alone if he didn't pass a bar.
I'll be with you the whole way.
I'm all alone except for this teenager.
I can't do this. Can't do this with a 16-year-old girl by my side.
10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9.
999 999.
9.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
999
9.
99. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Edgeworth, were you waiting this whole time? It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial.
I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright.
Don't worry, I'll rub your butt later.
I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please.
She did it. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot.
Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
What about your feelings, Lana? Emma? Fuck.
There are so many of them.
However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness.
A witness to her crime.
Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand.
The cough-up queen?
Haven't I seen you somewhere?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Oh, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before.
The judge is really wolfing it down.
Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta bowl.
Thanks.
Will the witness state her name and profession?
and give me one of those lunch boxes. My dumplings are not in the
I was
microwave.
about to say, did you have one that had dumplings by chance?
Egg.
And you, sir, did you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
This is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts! I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca.
What in the heck does pickled tapioca taste like?
Caviar.
Name, profession, now.
Me, the name Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us.
The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating.
Hurry it up.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
What exactly does that mean?
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective.
What? Miss Star was a detective?
Aha! I know who you are. Cough up.
Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. You may continue with the description, Mrs. Star.
Just who is this lady?
If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot of the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divide separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes?
That's the judge.
Oh shit, sorry. The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with a knife and went to drive the body out.
Oh, body count.
You want to drive the body
Unfortunately
count.
for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who was this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Parking lot floor plans added to the court record.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright?
I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor.
Shall I proceed to crush what little hope I have remaining?
If you can, then give them your worst, Mr. Starr.
Wait, are they talking about me?
No, we're talking about Gumshoe.
Oh, phew. I was really worried there for a moment.
I remember when I got to read out the floor plans.
Seems so long ago.
I know.
She's the new Gumshoe.
Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely earned detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Bring a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching.
As you can see, there is no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife, which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. Banter.
So, how does it feel to be utterly crushed?
I'm still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
It's just your balls, Mr. Wright.
How about you?
Very well.
'Tis but a
You may
scratch.
Tis but an itchy scrotch.
It is but an itchy scrotch.
I meant to say something else.
How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted.
Even that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off? She was fired.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr.
I'll take you at your word, I suppose. This boyfriend, he's the detective?
Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
I'm polyamorous. Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? And yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying.
The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there.
That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block.
So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime.
You sensed something? You're saying you had a premonition of the murder?
I don't believe in premonitions or spirits.
Wizard?
Sorry, hang on. It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means.
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective?
Well, yes, he was like a young cheese.
Young cheese.
A pale white cheddar, a cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn.
Then I must be hard. Yellow and sharp as a tack.
Damn it.
Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match.
In any case, there, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
By garish car, you mean...
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it?
Indeed it was.
What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you're sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her.
If she's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring.
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism.
I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are owned.
Shrimpy?
A photograph? You took this? Sorry, I could have sworn that said Angel for some reason.
Oh, good.
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap. I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera.
I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck.
Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Oh, this is most certainly the defendant.
Crime photo added to the court record. Uh-oh, this unmistakably Lana Sky.
So what was the defendant doing at the time?
Oh.
Like how some characters are just like, this is a clown or police officer but loud, but it's like ex-cop, lunch lady, polyamorous woman. It's like everything all at the same time.
Phoenix Wright characters are nothing if not interesting.
Oh yeah, but it's either like they have every single possible weird thing, or they're just one note.
Mm. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife?
As I've already said, yes. I swear from the finest salmon swirl lunch.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch.
But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife?
Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection.
That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth.
Yet it was still stronger than your evil, ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
And how can you tell that?
Blood splatter.
Huh?
See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat?
But it's a black and white photograph.
Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here.
No problem.
No problem. Except you.
Mr. Wright, are you just going to sit there and let him flirt with you like that?
Pretty much. You got a better idea? I have to let him flirt with me.
Pudding.
Could be pudding. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Whose mic is repeating? I can hear myself. Oh, now I can't. Okay, it's all good. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
That's it?
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice.
I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph.
Oh, are those gloves?
Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves.
Why? Why?
Those gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder, a serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
Witness, do you know what this is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk.
Indeed, it is my knife. I have over 400 confirmed kills with it.
It's with this case, the bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. The defendant is the chief prosecutor. Mommy, your prosecutor's back, people!
Yes.
The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
Ooh.
Is that rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon?
Oh.
This knife just happened to be there in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the murder weapon.
Oh,
Order, order, order. No getting down with the sickness.
Great, now the tide's turning in our favor.
Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
Oh, I forgot Edgeworth.
Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
Ooh.
That was so lame.
What?
I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail.
But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory.
Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell us what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really now?
Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way out to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning on to kill the delivery boy?
Am I?
In any case, that was concerning. In any case, the defense may cross-examine the witness.
Say
I just hate
psych right
pizza
now.
boys.
Say
That was
scientifically
odd.
speaking right now.
That was oddly specific.
So hypothetically right now.
You've said that, but you haven't told us how you know.
That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie.
But I want to interrupt you.
What you just said was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again.
Rookie. Never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked.
Something's half-baked here, alright? And it's you.
Try not to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim?
Her actions speak for themselves.
You have no proof that Miss Sky called him there.
You have no proof that she didn't.
Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts?
There is no record of a call made on the defendant, Miss Lana Sky's phone.
You might have written him a letter.
Come on. You could have tried public phone first, at least.
In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office, where he was murdered.
I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness? Why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day?
What kind of grudge?
Well, I wouldn't know that.
Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge.
Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside?
How am I supposed to know?
It's your fingers.
See? We agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what it's inside. Schrodinger's lunchbox.
Schrodinger's lunchbox.
A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree?
I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty.
Oh my god.
This judge is very good with metaphors.
The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this?
It's simple.
And clean.
It's the way that you're making me feel tonight.
Alright.
You did this.
Simple and clean.
You say she stabbed. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise.
I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound.
Ah, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
What a hunk. He's my hero, really.
Thank
What
you.
about my objection? No one noticed?
Well, witness, you've clearly given us too many things.
You got the crime scene set, right?
Oh, thanks.
It's just rice and tomato sauce.
With a fork stabbed into it. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood,
Oh god, I was kidding, but okay.
but now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So, you're saying you mistook something for blood?
When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Flooded blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
Oop. I pressed the wrong button. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation.
The witness is clearly not suited for detective work.
What?
The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Every time it makes me laugh. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you've finally found your true calling in life.
The shade. Harsh words, but good.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails.
What was my objection? Chopped liver?
But it was there. A scarf. No, not that. But something red. Really.
Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony.
The most important part?
The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth.
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to the side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile.
Oh god, she's a Borg.
What's that?
You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star.
That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
No thanks.
Note. Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
Venomous.
Emma does know.
I love the little animation in which she writes stuff down.
So cute.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and kicked over an oil drum.
An oil drum? Hard to imagine.
Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr.
Rawr.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will.
I love you.
That means I love you in Dinosaur.
It means I love you in Cougar.
Oh god. So where is this partition on the floor plans?
I'm sure. Would you just cut me off when I'm trying to say I'm a fucking lie? I'm sure she means this wall
Objection!
next to the car.
That's right. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high, along with a stepladder.
Ooh, that was
Just
bad
ladder,
lag.
right?
She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do.
And what did you do then?
You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
Maybe I should press her for more details. I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The lunch lane car was...
Sorry. She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block.
So you witnessed the murder from here.
That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes.
Is that correct, Miss Starr?
Yes, that's right.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you.
I went over it, of course.
Dog.
Doggo.
Woof.
Amazing. The cough-up queen. Lunch lady athlete indeed.
It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast.
Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Sky not get away?
It's simple. She has flight speed, right?
Yeah,
Simple
Maybe
and
he's
clean is
right.
the way that you're making me feel tonight.
it's hard to let it go. She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say?
If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony.
Cheeky.
Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler.
Just that one word.
So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else?
Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone.
Her phone? She can't mean... By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately,
My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. I have Alzheimer's.
No, the court doesn't seem to stop.
I don't even remember what I had for lunch this morning.
The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
Listen, my brain has the vapors. On the wall.
That's right.
To the
Yeah,
window.
To the
To the
wall.
wall.
Oh my god.
To the sweat dripped
No.
down my balls.
I was just thinking about that.
That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently it was out of order.
So she used her cell phone.
indeed, the emergency plan was out of order that day. Just like you, right?
Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? She's on
But
her
also, like,
third
what-
do-over.
Did you try your cell phone first before you went for any other public phone? But
Probably.
you should, of course, add this to your testimony.
I mean, a public payphone doesn't have a redial button.
The things
That's
I do
true.
to please this rookie defense attorney.
Lana's cell phone updated in the court record. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court?
Oh, I was going to ask the same thing.
I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled out her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you... Oh, sorry.
And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence.
Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone.
And you saw her doing this?
What is it, Mr. Wright?
The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile.
Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye.
The witness is a former detective. Your testimony is unmarred by personal bias.
Well, who would have thought that you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago.
Yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout. Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up.
Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it.
Yeah, the music. I've made a good point, music. Yeah.
Order! Order! What is the meaning of this? Why is the good point music playing?
It's simple, Your Honor. I'm the protagonist. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies.
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question? Tell us exactly what lie the witness has told the court.
Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... Miss Skye tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it.
Pointless to lie. I see.
But say the witness did actually see Miss Skye using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location.
A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Yeah, let me lie. Let me commit perjury.
I'll lie to you.
Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All the testimony we've heard until this point. Now, point. One Direction! Haha! The place from where Miss Star witnessed this crime was here.
Clearly, Miss Star is the victim.
This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room?
Indeed, the security guard room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot.
She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There's so many other places she could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness not being part of the prosecutor's office couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime in the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Star? Well, Miss Star?
How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has got the better of Angel Star.
Order! Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails.
The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky?
Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make any sense.
Huh?
She could have just said she saw the crime scene from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. The truth still stands.
It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. Does perjury actually exist in this? I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
So tell us what her reason was, Mr.
Well,
Wright.
if it did, I would be fucked.
Huh? Me?
Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
Miss Star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from Block B. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that could... I don't see how that would change what she could see.
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Star, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky?
Well, witness?
You.
Yes?
You ordered the squid wheels, right? They look like rubber bands.
The quality of my lunches has now gone from low to inedible.
I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
My boysenberry brings all the boys to the yard.
He wasn't in
yours.
He wasn't in
better than yours.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking in B block.
That's quite a detour.
Probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
For 5 minutes? This changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely.
You bribed
Mr.
idiot.
Wright, you have to do something.
Do I have any evidence to stop this?
Stop the caviar?
Objection.
Hold the
Either way.
caviar! 5 minutes between witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente.
I forgot that was the actual line. I thought you were just ad-libbing. I looked down and it's actually that.
Not gonna lie, I thought he was going off script, but no, that is the script.
I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie.
SMH my head. A 5-minute blank? Isn't that strange?
Ring.
If you were a criminal, and you have been before, Edgeworth, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Hey.
So have
Well,
you, right?
Yeah.
You're
I
right.
guess I'd play the scene, hey? Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone.
But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah!
Here?
Well then, it seems we come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright.
That was too close.
Did it? We screwed that lunch lady.
We screwed that bitch.
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned.
Damn.
I thought it said deep
With
throated.
that
I looked
court.
up.
The lunch lady
Looks
has been
like
defenestrated.
Ethan lost it.
Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
That's the one she tried to foist off on me.
I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else
Shit.
to say?
Sloppy seconds, no thank you.
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that?
Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies. We have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Please leave.
Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
A triple-decker. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony.
Forget the fucking witness. I think the judge is biased.
Let's
Who
hear
knows
about
where
this
his next meal's
decisive
coming from.
evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? Big decisive evidence weenie beanie.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
If the shoe fits.
Supe, who's voicing Dahlia later?
We'll get to that.
But, like, can they do it in, like, a New Jersey accent?
We'll get to that.
That's all I can think of now.
way too ahead of ourselves there, man.
That's like 3 games later. What? There was blood found on that shoe?
Gumshoe?
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple and clean, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had blood tests performed?
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence will be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Wait, what? When is that ever a thing again?
It's not.
Is that right,
Yeah, I didn't
Mr.
think
Wright?
so.
I just made it up now. Wright has been doing it this entire trilogy.
It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Edgeworth sure is celebrating right now, guys.
He's sure celebrating.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can't produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
No.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen.
I don't know. Sure.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
Emma, this never comes up again. Give me a break.
The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
Victim's shoe added to the court record.
1 evidence.
2 shoes.
You may cross-examine the witness.
1 evidence.
What is this shoe? It was found at the crime scene.
Blah.
Blah. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes.
I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results.
The results?
How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing.
Then why didn't you just tell the truth?
Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranging testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book.
This is when the suspect is admitting she did it.
So let's go look over and see. But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with.
And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime.
I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive.
So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe.
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if it should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen.
There's a gun in here.
I'm happy for you in your lunchbox bag, really.
In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now, tell us what you did next.
I counted my lunchboxes. 1 lunchbox. So you brought it to the forensics department.
If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert.
And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed after all.
And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman?
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe.
I wish I could have some of that blood. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. What?
What? You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie?
Huh?
Well, speak up!
Well, blood comes in 4 types. A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether the murderer was committed in cold blood. You have to check the temperature.
That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow down any sample of blood just to one person. Or so I hear.
Emma, I was bluffing. Why'd you have to blow my load like that?
Why is this the first time you've given any science?
That's pretty...
I'm in high school.
That's fair. That's pretty specific.
But 11th grader. If I had found more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies.
So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe.
That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman.
I was afraid he was going to say that.
So wait, none of the detectives are like, why the fuck does this guy only have one shoe?
Oops.
There's nothing sly about a lawyer using the law as a weapon. In any case, science is always on our side. Don't forget, scientific investigation is the wave of the future.
Emma, this is 2020. No one believes in science anymore.
Yes, science interferes with my good Christian beliefs.
Science is alternative facts.
Science is a myth.
Facts and logic. That's
Next
weird.
you'll be saying the world is round, Emma. SMH my head.
I can't let this evidence go through without a fight.
You ordered the peppered fish guts, right?
I did.
Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup.
Yeah, that's you.
Make a big vat of me do it.
Yes.
Right. Do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. Or as Mia Fey would say, a contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Hey, I'm the lawyer. I say you...
Bitch, you don't know me.
Let's see what Mr. Wright has to say.
Yeah.
What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence.
Oh my god, 3D.
In 3D.
Oh my god.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Wait, did I do that right?
Wow.
I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of this shoe.
The sand and the alcohol.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. I'll step on you.
You want to be charged with another crime, Miss Star?
Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe.
If only we had access to this 3D imagery. It makes sense where the victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe?
The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint?
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't there any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime?
Aha!
Fuck
Oh
yeah,
my
I just
God.
caught a Badoo.
Oh my god, he made a good
Nice.
point. The music. that
As you can
boom.
see, there were that damn scream.
Oh, wow.
There were no traces. Oh fuck! I just turned into Edgeworth.
Good.
There were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
We need to 3D examine the photograph.
Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Order, order, order. Well, witness?
What? I'm sweating like a sinner in church.
Great going, Mr. Wright. But it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh,
That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think.
Her name
Hey,
is
I don't
Sly.
know.
She must float.
hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions and bluffing the shit out of things.
What?
I'm not smart. What do you expect from me, Emma?
I see. Now I get it.
Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
What are you talking about?
Think back to when she told us about the apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. I predated this one, a leopard woman. Rawr.
Roar. That means I love you in dinosaur. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in this lunchbox factory.
But witness, well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor, brimming with water.
What? Water? What does that mean?
Still
What is
don't
water?
get it, Mr. Wright.
Water is wet?
No.
Do you want to know the reason she kicked it over? The real reason?
Ha! You don't mean?
Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason, and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would have become evidence against her.
Wah!
Oh,
That ties things up nicely.
Arranges it like a
Bloodstains
lunchbox.
left on- The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Yeah, telltale. I like them.
Edgeworth will remember this.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence.
That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe?
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please.
What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it.
But...
Enough! There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Very well. Edgeworth, you're guilty.
But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Nothing.
Little girl, what did you just say?
Huh? Me?
Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side?
Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints.
Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you were, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
My favorite.
Wait, witness. Don't tell me you have something else.
The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments, and you will be held in contempt of court.
Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this.
Photograph?
Stop it.
Oh.
Oh shit. That's my car.
The license plate says Gumshoe.
Shit, you beat me to it.
No, the number is how many times I've been annoyed by you.
It's counting upwards.
That's not an odometer.
I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
I see no room for error in this evidence.
Look, Mr. Wright, wait. Look at the asphalt in this photo.
Hey, it's clearly wet.
And
Water is wet. Ah!
Raising the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning.
It's not your fault. Science is flawed.
It seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia.
White, wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel.
Wet white.
Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up, not until the bitter end. Woo-woo.
This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Your Honor, wait.
What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore?
No.
Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photo. Oh my god, how many times?
Please.
The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
Until we look at all the photographs.
And then we laugh, and then they make us laugh.
You're right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this.
I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright.
The problem in this photograph is here.
This doesn't make me laugh.
What's this?
Oh god, hello.
There's something poking out of the car's muffler.
Wait just a moment. Mr. Edgeworth,
Your Honor.
you just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph.
A muffler is also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. A pipe.
I see, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
SMH my head. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony.
What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. It's not like we can stop him anyway. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case.
Your Honor, this game is called Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright. This is my courtroom.
Yes,
Miss
because
Starr,
I'm asexual, Your Honor.
call your testimony for the court.
Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler! Yeah!
Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Get wrecked.
Absolutely deleted.
Facts and logic.
Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
She said
Sus.
Sus.
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. Open cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed.
I suppose so.
Whew. That was close. But we made it. At least for now.
This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime, after all.
Bitch, you just
He's
ate!
still hungry? Nani?
He's like a goddamn vacuum.
Alright. So that is the first part of the trial over.
Nice.
There's another part of the trial, but I don't know how you guys are feeling at the moment. How you feeling?
I need to have a shower and go to bed. I've been awake all day. I need to go to sleep.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a long one.
Morning.
All
Wow.
good. This case is quite long. There's like
There's a lot more.
Yeah, there's like there's 2 more investigation parts and 2 more trial parts after this.
It's a 3-day trial, yeah.
It's a 3-day
Is this not the
trial.
longest one?
This is one of the longest cases in the game. Yeah.
I
In
mean,
the
I think
series.
it's the longest of all of them, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all good. We will reconvene next Thursday, and we'll continue.
Nice.
Hopefully, hopefully Bromy's computer's fixed, and Ika and Hayera are feeling a bit better.
Yeah.
Good job, everybody. Props to all of you.
We screwed that lunch lady.
Yeah, we did. She's been totally screwed.
Screwed like a sinner in church.
Sweating like a sinner in church. That clussy got me sweating.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm gonna send something to the chat real quick.
I'm tired. I thought you said cinnamon church, and I was very confused for like 30 seconds.
Cinnamon church.
Cinnamon.
It's next to the bread house.
It's next to the cardamom, right? Don't forget the all-purpose seasoning. Oh, hold on.
Don't forget the glitter.
Where did you find that?
What the hell? Hold on, I'm gonna put this up on stream.
Oh god.
TOS.
Citrusy.
What's
Citrusy?
Citrusy.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh god. That's good. What?
I've hit 50,000 channel points.
Oh wow, good collection, bro.
I have
840.
I have acquired an exquisite hoard.
You need to fuck with me more.
Alright, I'm gonna disappear now. You guys have fun.
No worries, I'm gonna...
No.
No.
Night, wizard. All good. You guys have a good sleep. You deserve it.
Boy.
Bye. I'm gonna think of someone who to raid. Who can I raid?
Raider.
I think the real surprise
Shadow
tonight
Legends.
was learning that Edgeworth is a Navy SEAL.
Oh my god, I need to like make that a soundbite. That was perfect.
I want that to be my ringtone.
I tried to enunciate all the everything.
Oh, it's glorious.
No, actually, one thing I want to do is I think I've been inspired. I want to draw Ma in the Emma writing something down thing.
Yeah.
Because it's in my head now. When she was taking down notes of what you found in the estate, I want to just do that.
That's
Not
pretty
yourself.
cool, yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna raid Nerds of the West. Thank you for joining tonight, guys.
Oh, you're still streaming?
Yes, I'm still streaming. Apologies. But I
Objection.
will not be in a moment. I'm just gonna send
Objection.
everyone out. And I'll be back. I might actually do a Beat Saber stream, because it turns out I'm not actually doing overtime on the weekend. So I might do like a Beat Saber stream. The downside is I have to do overtime next weekend. But
Aww.
well, I don't have to. I'm volunteering, because Mooney, hooray.
Who's
yeah.
winning?
You'll find out. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Mad-Eye Mooney.
Moonlighting, they're leaving everything.
All right. See you guys later. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Boo.